Open dialogue is something that originated in Tornio, Finland. It is a way of organizing psychiatric care as well as a therapeutic approach, and it's designed to work with people who are having extreme psychiatric experiences, psychosis, and it really works because it includes the social network of the client, it includes the family in a very active way, and it's been shown to really help reduce not just symptoms that the person is experiencing, but also to really restore functioning so people are able to continue living their lives out in the world and have jobs and resume their roles. We know that stress and isolation are triggers for psychosis, and we also know that the treatment here in the United States for psychosis is extremely stressful and isolating because the person is whisked away in an emergency vehicle and taken to a psychiatric hospital and isolated from their family and friends.
So a network meeting consists of two therapists in the room, and anybody that the family feels is important to be present. And the two therapists will talk with each other and reflect back and forth with one another in the family's presence. What's important in a network meeting is that there's no level of hierarchy, that every voice in the room is important and every voice in the room counts, and we like to call that a polyphony, where all voices are heard, so that the therapists aren't really the power or the authority in the room, that we're all on an equal level.
The network meeting is a place where discussions are happening and decisions are being made together in a really collaborative way with the client and his or her network. So the discussions aren't happening outside of the meeting without the client and the family. So it's collaborative and it's very empowering for the client to hear what the family is thinking, what the professionals are thinking, and they're coming together and making a decision together instead of separately about what happens next. And that's a very, I think, empowering thing for the person who's going through difficulties.
My experience with open dialogue, I've often been part of the client's network as their clinician, and what I have found extremely helpful is in these moments that the other clinicians in the room pause and reflect to one another. It not only gives chances for me to resonate with what they're saying, but it opens up totally new ideas that I was blind to previously, and also recognizes things that I might be doing that I'm not even aware that I'm doing. But it's really helpful to help me slow down, consider new perspectives, hear the client's voice in a different way, and really zoom out a bit.
Like that when families come into the room, there's often the focus on one person, and as a facilitator, it's often our job to balance that conversation out. And the stories that really seem to make an impact aren't around the problem of what's going on with an individual. There's problems that are affecting the whole family, and it opens up a bigger conversation to other things that are happening, not just what's going wrong.
Voice to the things that are going well.
Mm-hmm.
And as a family therapist, I've been practicing for many years, and I find this modality to be the most effective with families.
The thing that I find really exciting about it is the way that the clinicians facilitating the meeting have the ability to create spaces where things that have gone unsaid can be said. So if the family isn't able to say it or the client isn't able to put words to it, the clinicians in the room can try to articulate it, and they have the ability to either respond to it if they're ready to or not respond to it, but it gives voice to things that might have been previously unspoken, and that space I think is, full of potential for healing and for movement, and that's one of the things that really excites me about the networking.